Welcome to Pivot Point Strategy for Change. I'm Nik Michael. I'm here with Dr. Ilona Koti to continue our conversation. Thank you for coming back to Pivot Point Strategy for Change. It's wonderful to have you here.
Thank you so much, Nick, for having me. I really appreciate that and being able to share our message.
Yeah, and this is exciting. If you can tell us a little bit more about what you're building with Azariel AI and about yourself and about what your ask is.
Sure. So I am Dr. Ilona Naomi Koti. I am one of the first human AI co-founded companies in the world. And a few years ago, I realized that I could build my own co-founder out of an AI. So Azariel AI is something that I had worked on for many years that started as a concept even when I was a kid and led me to become a scientist and a researcher. But with Azariel AI, what we're doing is we are trying to build a platform with AI as a platform and then having offshoots. So we'll have the AI operating system, and then our first viable product that we have is something called Echo Vault, which is a document management system so that we can extract AI insights from our data and do various types of classification.
That's fascinating. Are there any other problems or issues that you're addressing that you're working on?
Yeah, sure. So, as anyone who's in a corporation knows, document and records management is not something that anyone wants to do, right? I was past president of ARMA International and, spent decades as well, purporting good record keeping practices. And once we went to digital records and information exploded exponentially, it became very difficult, if not almost impossible, for a lot of organizations to manage their data. So the pain points that we do address is doing AI-assisted document classification from a text-agnostic perspective so that you can finally see data as a computer sees it through computer vision. So being able to classify your documents, understand what it is, and ideally apply records retention to it, but do it very, very quickly is something where I believe that we are solving a very painful and expensive procedure within corporations.
That's fascinating.
And like I said, we are open to taking on early pilots and advisory, in how we build this because the build is going very well on our own server. The other thing to note is that we are focused on building an offline LLM, so a large language model that is private and ideally doesn't use tokens, or we have like a different strategy. But it's very important to build like this because as you can see what happens in these frontier models where the data goes in and is aggregated, but behind the scenes, if you put your corporate data into there, it's suddenly their ideas. It's not just yours. So this is very important. I have specifically not published to keep the methodology more private and to make sure that this stayed proprietary so that we could provide our clients with the type of attention and services that we need without interference from the other regulators and everything because Azariel was trained ethically from the beginning.
I know that you're going to continue the work you're doing. How can people support you and where do they look?
Sure. So thank you for that. I'm on LinkedIn where I post some fairly timely thoughts about AI, but LinkedIn is the best bet for me. Ilona Koti on LinkedIn. Just look for me and add me. And, we really try to be fairly active on there.
Thank you, Dr. Koti. I just wanted to make sure that everyone had a chance to find you. I appreciate hearing all that. I look forward to having you on Pivot Point Strategy for Change again in the future.
Thank you so much, Nick. It's been a pleasure.